Hello friends, welcome to Joyful Max. Today we are going to see about crop production and management class 8 lesson. Full topics in this lesson. Our first topic is crop. Plants of the same kind that are grown and cultivated as a source of food in a large cultivable land is called a crop. Types of crops. Crops which are grown in the winter season from October to March are called as Rabi crops. The crops which are sown in the rainy season from July to October is called as Kharif crops. Preparation of a soil. Preparation of a soil is the first step in the cultivating crop for food production. The soil is prepared for sowing the seeds of the crop. This is carried out using various purposes and tools. Tilling or ploughing. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or ploughing and is done by using a plough. Plough. A plough is a device that is used by farmers for different purposes such as adding fertilizers, tilling and loosening the soil. It is also used for adding fertilizers to the soil, removing weeds, scraping of a soil, etc. A ploughshaft is the main part of the plough which is made using a log of wood. The other end of the shaft has a handle. The other end of attachment of a beam which is placed on a bull's neck. A wooden traditional plough can be operated by a pair and ox of a man. Nowadays we are using the machines for ploughing. Hoe. A hoe is a tool that is used to dig up soil to remove weeds and also loosen up the soil before planting a sapling. This is the tool of plough. Next, cultivator. A cultivator is attached to the tractor and helps in loosening soil. Cultivators are used instead of ploughs since they are faster. Next, sowing. Sowing, the process of planting the seeds in the soil. The seeds are sowed in the soil that is loosened by a cultivator or plough. Quality of seeds. Quality of seeds is an important factor that determines the crop yield. Selection of good seeds is done by putting the seeds in water. The dead and damaged seeds become hollow and float water, whereas the good seeds will sink. Traditional tools. Before the advent of a modern agricultural machinery, traditional tools were used by the farmers. These include ploughs, shovels, scythes, and pickaxes. The traditional tool used to sow the seeds was like a funnel. Once seeds were put into this funnel, they were 2 to 3 tubes having many things. And seed drill. Seed drill are used for sowing with the help of a tractor. It ensures that seeds are sown uniformly. Next, nursery. A nursery is a place where young plants and trees are grown for planting elsewhere. Nursery acts as a repository of saplings. Germination of seeds. Germination of a seed happens when the seed is sown in the land and watered. A plant starts to emerge from the seed and starts to grow. Adding manure and fertilizers. Manures and fertilizers are the substances that are added to the soil to increase their fertility. While manures are made by decomposition of organic substances, fertilizers is made up of inorganic chemicals. Disadvantages of using fertilizers. Excessive use of fertilizers can cause pollution. It can also change pH of the soil in the certain cases. Leaving the land fallow. When a land is left fallow for a certain period of time, the land replenishes its nutrients by itself. This land can be used for agriculture again. Next, crop rotation. Crop rotation ensures that the same crop will not grow continuously and lead to the erosion of soil fertility. By growing crops that require different sets of nutrients, we can ensure that the soil fertility is restored. Protecting from weeds. Weeds are undesirable plants that may grow naturally along with the crop. Weeds compete with the crops by absorbing all the water, nutrients, space and light. Tilling. Tilling is a process done before a sowing of a crop that helps in uprooting and killing of weeds. Manual removal, which is chemical substances. Manual removal includes physical removal of a weeds by uprooting them from the soil or chopping them. Weedicides, chemical substances. Chemical used to kill the weeds are known as weedicides. They usually don't damage our crop. Harvesting. Harvesting is the process of cutting the crop after it is mature. Methods of harvesting. Harvesting is done by two methods. First method is manual method where a sickle is used. Second is a mechanical method where a huge machine is called harvester is used. Threshing. Threshing is a process of loosening the grains from the chaff. While it can be done manually, these days a machine is used to separate the grain seeds. Winnowing. Winnowing is the process of a separation of a grain seeds from the chaff using the help of the wind. Due to the wind, the lighter chaff flies away and the heavier grains fall down. Storage. Storage of a grains is an important step in agriculture. After harvesting steps to the ready grains are stored in a granaries or silos. The granaries have to stored in a dry place that doesn't have a rodent or a fungal infection. Granaries. Granaries are the place where the freshly obtained food grains are stored. Animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the management and the care of farm animal for milk, egg or anything. So okay friends, thank you, bye.